When People Rebel, Part 4. Dear students, in this video we will discuss about the topic The Rebellion Spreads. So let's start this topic. After the British were routed from Delhi, there was no uprising for almost a week. It took that much time for news to travel because at that time there were no means of communication, these kinds of fast means at present we have. Then a spurt of mutinies began. Regiment after regiment mutinied and took off to join other troops at nodal points like Delhi, Kanpur, and Lucknow. It means more and more people, including the big number of soldiers, started to join the movement. After them, the people of the towns and villages also rose up in rebellion and rallied around local leaders, zamindars, and chiefs who were prepared to establish their authority and fight the British. It means the people who are against the British policies, they joined this movement, this rebellion, and they wanted to be free from them. Nana Sahib, the adopted son of the late Peshwa Bajirao, who lived near Kanpur, gathered armed forces and expelled the British garrison from the city. Why did he join this rebellion? Because his pension was closed by the British government. He proclaimed himself Peshwa. He declared that he was a governor under Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar. It means he was considering himself as a governor under Mughal Empire. In Lucknow, Brijesh Kadar, the son of the deposed Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, was proclaimed the new Nawab of Lucknow. He too acknowledged the suzerainty of Bahadur Shah Jafar. His mother, Begum Hazrat Mahal, took an active part in organizing and the big role in the uprising against the British. So she was very important figure in this revolution. Begum Hazrat Mahal in Lucknow. In Jhansi, Rani Lakshmibai joined the rebel sepoys and fought the British along with Tatya Tope. Tatya Tope was the general of Nana Sahib, as we have discussed in this video. Rani Lakshmibai joined the rebellion because Jhansi was annexed by the British under the doctrine of lapse. You know that doctrine of lapse was started by Lord Dalhousie, according to which the Indian king who died without any male heir, his empire would be annexed by the British under this rule. In the Mandala region of Madhya Pradesh, Rani Avanti Bai Lodhi of Ramgarh raised and led an army of 4,000 against the British, who had taken over the administration of her state. She fought bravely. The British were greatly outnumbered by the rebel forces. They were defeated in a number of battles. It created a new situation in India. This convinced the people that the rule of the British had collapsed for good and gave them the confidence to take the plunge and join the rebellion. So, more and more people in big numbers started to join the movement. A situation of widespread popular rebellion developed in the region of Awadh in particular. On 6 August 1857, we find a telegram sent by Lieutenant Colonel Tytler to his commander-in-chief expressing the fear felt by the British. What he wrote there: our men are cowed, but the numbers opposed to them and the endless fighting. Every village is held against us. The Jamindars have risen to oppose us. So, this statement by Tytler is clearly explaining the fear among the British during this rebellion. Many new leaders came up. For example, Ahmedullah Shah. He was a Maulvi from Faizabad. He prophesied that the rule of the British would come to an end soon. He caught the imagination of the people and raised a huge force of supporters. Means his supporters were in big number. He came to Lucknow to fight the British. In Delhi, a large number of Ghazis or religious warriors came together to wipe out the white people, means the British. Bakht Khan, he was a soldier from Bareilly, took charge of a large force of fighters who came to Delhi. He became a key military leader of the rebellion in Delhi, Bakht Khan. In Bihar, an old Jamindar, Kunwar Singh, joined the rebel sepoys and battled with the British for many months. So he became very prominent leader of the rebellion in Bihar, Kunwar Singh. Leaders and fighters from across the land joined the movement. So in this way, the rebellion spread in India. Now we'll study about the topic, the company fights back. After the initial successes by the revolutionaries, the company fought back. The company decided to repress the revolt with all its might, and it put full power to repress this movement. It brought reinforcements from England, passed new laws so that the rebels could be convicted with ease, and then moved into the storm centers of the revolt. Wherever the revolutionaries controlled the different areas like Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow, etc. So there the British fought back, and for example Delhi was recaptured from the rebel forces in September 1857, very soon after the beginning of revolution. The last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar was tried in the court and sentenced to life imprisonment. He and his wife Begum Jinat Mahal, wife of Bahadur Shah Jafar II, they were sent to prison in Rangoon. Today it is known as Yangon, situated in Myanmar. At that time it was known as Burma. Rangoon in October 1858. Bahadur Shah Jafar died in the Rangoon jail in November 1862. So you have to remember several points: that Delhi was recaptured by the British in September 1857. Bahadur Shah Jafar was arrested, and after that he was sent to the prison in Rangoon, October 1858, where he died in November 1862. And the name of his wife was Begum Jinat Mahal. See this figure, figure number 12. The siege train reaches Delhi. The British forces initially found it difficult to break through the heavy fortification in Delhi. On 3 September 1857, reinforcements arrived at a 7-mile-long siege train comprising cataloads of cannons and ammunition pulled by elephants. You can see in this image, right? So in this way the company fought back with full power. In this image you can see figure 11. British forces attacked the rebels who had occupied the Red Fort on the right side and Salimgarh Fort in Delhi left side. After that, next one, the recapture of Delhi, however, did not mean that the rebellion died down after that. people continued to resist and battle the British. The British had to fight for 2 years to suppress the massive forces of popular rebellion. Come to Lucknow. Lucknow was taken in March 1858. Rani Lakshmibai was defeated and killed in June 1858. A similar fate awaited Rani Avanti Bai, who after initial victory in Kheri chose to embrace death when surrounded by British on all sides. It means she committed one kind of suicide. Tatya Tope escaped to jungles to the central India, continued to fight a guerrilla war with the support of many tribal and peasant leaders. After that, he was captured and tried and killed in April 1859. So, in this way, so many leaders were captured and hanged and tried. So, this was the repressive or suppressive measure adopted by the British company. Just as victorious victories against the British had earlier encouraged rebellion, the defeat of rebel forces encouraged desertions. The British also tried their best to win back the loyalty of the people. So those people who supported the British in this revolution, they were rewarded and their land also was provided back. But those people who were found convicted and who were found guilty, so they were hanged and killed. So in this way we can say hundreds of sepoys, rebels, Nawab, Rajas were tried and hanged after this revolution. So in this way we can say that the British suppressed this strong movement or rebellion, adopting many kinds of methods, aggressive methods, and using the army properly, the British army. Thank you. Have a nice day.